Hey there, welcome back to my kitchen. In today's video, I will be sharing with you 3 delicious recipes made with ground beef. Of course, all 3 of these are extremely easy to make, they're budget friendly, and they should be able to feed the whole family. So let's go ahead and get started and I'll show you how to make them. First up today, we're making these oven-baked beef tacos. You will need to preheat your oven to 425 degrees, and then to begin, here in my cast iron skillet, I'm going to go ahead and cook up 1 pound of ground beef along with half of a yellow onion that I chopped up. Once the ground beef is fully cooked, if you need to, go ahead and drain off the grease, and then you'll add in 1 packet of taco seasoning and 1 10-ounce can of red enchilada sauce. Give this a really good mix together, then set it aside for a couple minutes and allow it to thicken up a bit. Moving over here, I have a baking sheet I'm just spraying with some nonstick spray. And now I'm just going to start taking my little corn tortillas and adding in some Monterey Jack cheese to the bottom. On top of that, you can add a scoop of your ground beef. And then you'll just top it with some more of the Monterey Jack, or if you want to use another type of cheese, you can do that. Later on, you'll see me using some cheddar. Fold them over and lightly press down on them just to get them to stay down, and then add them onto your baking sheet. You'll just go ahead and keep repeating that over and over until you run out of ingredients. Once they're all on your baking sheet, just spray them with a little bit more nonstick spray. Add another baking sheet on top of them to keep them nice and flat, and then stick these in your oven for about 15 minutes. Mine did crack a little bit in the oven, but that's okay, they still turned out just fine. Here's what they look like on my plate. As you can see, I went ahead and added some queso, some chipotle dip, and sour cream to my plate for dipping. And then on the side, I do have some Mexican rice. If you want these to be extra crispy, I would broil them for just a minute or 2 without the pan on the top, and then flip them over and broil the other side. But overall, these were perfect for us and I really enjoyed them. Now we're going to make these chopped cheeseburger sandwiches. Getting started here, I'm just taking a pound of ground beef and adding that into my cast iron skillet. Go ahead and break up the ground beef a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and season it. For the seasonings, I'm using a ½ teaspoon of onion powder, a ½ teaspoon of garlic powder, a ½ teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, ½ teaspoon of dried minced onion, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground mustard. Once that's all in the pan, I'm just going to go ahead and give that a mix and let this finish cooking all the way through. Once the ground beef is done, just go ahead and set that aside for right now. Now into a clean skillet, I'm adding 1 slice of buttered bread to the skillet. On top of that, I'm adding 1 slice of cheddar cheese. And then if you like spicy, go ahead and add some jalapenos on there. If not, skip that step. Then I'm adding a spoonful of my ground beef. On top of that, you'll add 1 slice of Gouda cheese, along with 1 more slice of buttered bread. Let this cook on a low to medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes until you're getting this beautiful golden color, and then flip it over and repeat on the other side. Here's what it should be looking like when it is all done. After the cheese had melted, I went ahead and pulled it apart, added on some lettuce, tomato, and red onion. And then on the side, I just made some french fries to go along with it, making it nice and easy. And last but not least, we're going to make this sour cream beef and noodle casserole. You will need to start by preheating your oven to 350 degrees, and then moving over here into my skillet, I have 1 pound of ground beef, along with half of a yellow onion that I chopped up. These will just cook in here together until they are cooked all the way through. If needed, go ahead and drain off any grease, and then you're going to add in 1 to 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. Give that a mix and let those cook for about 30 seconds until you can smell the garlic nice and strong. In the back there, you can see that I have some water boiling. I'm just going to go ahead and cook about 10 ounces of egg noodles. While the egg noodles are cooking, we're going to go ahead and finish up our sauce up here in the front. I'm adding in 1 can of diced tomatoes, 1 can of tomato sauce, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, half a teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Now go ahead and give that a good mix and give it a taste. If you think it needs more seasonings, then go ahead and do that now. Now that the noodles are done, I'm going to go ahead and drain off the water, and into those noodles we're going to add 8 ounces of cottage cheese, 8 ounces of sour cream, and half a cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. Once all of that is in your pan, go ahead and just give that a really good mix together. Now to get this in our casserole dish, you'll be needing about a 9x13 or similar. I'm going to spray the bottom with some nonstick spray and then add in half of the noodles. Be sure to spread those noodles around nice and even on the bottom. Next, over top of the noodles, we're going to add half of our red sauce and ground beef. Once you get that all spread out, then add about 1 cup of shredded mild cheddar cheese. At this point, you're just going to repeat what we just did, adding the rest of the noodles, the rest of the sauce, and 1 more cup of cheese over the top. This is going to go in the oven to bake for right around 20 to 25 minutes until the sauce is bubbly and the cheese is melted over the top. Here's what my bowl looked like when it was all done. First of all, I have to say this casserole is extremely filling, so be prepared for that. You really don't need to make a ton of sides with it unless you want to make garlic bread or a side salad. My favorite part about this casserole is actually that noodle layer because it is so creamy and delicious. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed and found a recipe or two that you might want to try. If you did make it all the way to the end of today's video, don't forget to leave me a flower down in the comments below to let me know that you did, and I will see you back here very soon. Bye!